So which tech module are we supposed to get?
With confusion. I thought you knew.
What? No. All I heard Varanus say was, pick up a module. It's something to do with the Omnigel modulator's heatsink, right? That's why he asked us to go to Saranus. So is it a heatsink module, or a whole new Omnigel module that has a better heatsink?
Politely. Continuing to ask will not cause me to suddenly know.
Did Varanus say the Omnigel modulator's heatsink from this tech shop, or the heatsink modulator?
With deep respect. I'm sure he would never confuse the two.
Wait. Did you hack your translator so you can control your kinetic language processing?
With a sincerity such that skepticism would be deeply insulting. No.
Damn it! We came all the way here for the tech upgrades, and you know Varanus won't answer if we call him.
Craftily, we could say that the store had to special order it.
Okay. You're doing the talking.
This is your Uncle TreeJam, and we are back with Mass Effect 2. Last time we had just finished Garrus' recruitment mission, and we got a chance to spend some downtime with our crew. But now that we're back here in the CIC, it's time for us to embark on another mission. I believe we may have what it takes to embark on a mission for either Kasumi or Zaid. And I'm thinking we might open up with Kasumi's own loyalty mission, her DLC content. So let's go ahead and leave the Citadel. In order to help out Kasumi, we have to go to the Boltzmann system, which will take us outside, so... well, at least outside the system's area. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some probes. Top that off as much as possible. And we're going to go ahead and head our way to the Boltzmann system. And we're going to burn some fuel to get there, so... but with that, let's go ahead and take a look around some of the planets. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time reading through all the descriptions, but I will stop to see a description at least for Bekenstein. Just want to get an idea. Will I have to come back later? Results not looking too good in terms of scanner. If I ever decide to read up on planet descriptions, I may decide to just put it in a separate video, and we'll look around on our own terms. We have some free time. This is the planet of Wheeler. We might... not that many resources. I'm kind of tempted to just go ahead and scan them for resources. I did want to do a little mining. But I think for the interest of time, I may go ahead and cut out the mining for these episode and just show you what happens afterwards. Let's take a look here. Moderate resources. Tempting, but no. Well then. How about here? Poor? Okay then, well let's go ahead and just land on Bekenstein. Here we have Kasumi's loyalty mission coming up. And it turns out we can actually scan for some resources, but first let's go ahead and read up on Bekenstein. The recipient of the first wave of Earth's colonization efforts, Bekenstein's founders had a decidedly less agrarian plan than Eden Prime. The mission of Bekenstein's first colony was to become Earth's off-planet manufacturing base, ingratiating humanity into galactic culture by producing needed goods. Meeting with mixed success for the first generation, Bekenstein then leapfrogged his competition by producing high-quality luxury goods that went straight to nearby markets via the Citadel. Today, Bekenstein is known as the Humans' Ilium, a place where the new money tycoons flaunt their wealth and the have-nots are rarely spoken of. So it was founded in 2158, fairly recent on a humanities historical scale. It's actually the year 2185 now. So, just to give you an idea of how far in the future this is, if you haven't already been up to date on that. It looks like they have a population of just around 5.4 million, capital Milgram. And it looks like the mean surface temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius. That's pretty comfortable. Or no, at least the habitable zone is. But 43 Celsius for the mean? Pretty high. Anyway, let's go ahead and not reminisce on that too much. We're gonna make planetfall and see if we can help out Kasumi Goto with her loyalty mission. She mentioned that she wanted to look for Keiji Okuda's graybox, an item that has great significant value to her, So, let's go ahead and undertake this mission. And unlike the other loyalty missions and other recruitment missions, this one will only have one squad mate. So Kasumi is the only one coming with us. I think I've got my powers where they want for now. If I need to spec them, I'll do it after the mission. But for the time being, let's go ahead and we can just go ahead and save up our power points for a little bit later. For Kasumi, let's see what I want to do to you as far as your skill tree is concerned. I do like your Overlord. Overload, excuse me. Overlord's the name of a DLC. But we could always make sure that you can use your powers faster. But I like the ability to overheat enemy weapons. That shit is very useful. Let's get that. And let's go ahead and get this.
Looking good, Miss Allison Gunn. Hock won't be able to keep his eyes off you.
I assume Allison Gunn is my cover?
You run a small but talented band of mercs out in the Terminus systems. Precisely the type of person Hock respects. I took the liberty of giving you a reputation. Papers, witnesses, article in Badass Weekly. Just don't start talking business with him, and you'll be fine.
Take it I'm wearing this getup for a reason?
You'd look really out of place at a society party in armor, don't you think? You look great. You should wear this stuff more often.
Remind me, what kind of man are we dealing with?
Hock's a weapons dealer and smuggler. He killed my partner and stole his graybox. Other than that, he's not so bad. Rich, charismatic, willing to crack open a man's skull to get at the neural implants inside.
Now's probably a good time to fill me in on the details.
You have been waiting patiently. Our friend Hock is throwing a party for his closest friends. A couple dozen of the worst liars, cheaters, and mass murderers you'll ever want to meet. All bringing gifts as a tribute to the man himself. Our tribute is a lovely statue of your old friend Saren, rendered with loving detail and filled to the brim with our weapons and armor. You can keep your pistol as long as it's concealed. They won't hassle you over a sidearm. Once inside, we'll make our way to Hock's vault door, somewhere in the back of the ballroom. Then, we case the security and start peeling away the layers. The statue should be there, waiting for you to crack it open and arm up. Then we just waltz into the vault and take back Keiji's graybox. And I'll finally get a chance to say goodbye.
You've worked really hard on this. Keiji must have meant a lot to you.
Was I that obvious? Keiji's graybox holds a lot of priceless personal memories. It's all that remains of who he was. But the secret he discovered is dangerous. I wouldn't bring you here if it wasn't.
I love how this one kind of contrasts the tone of my previous question.
What's in the gray box that makes it worth all this trouble?
The graybox holds Keiji's memories. Everything from all the codes and plans he stole to all the time we spent together. Wrapped up in those memories is the secret he stole. Keiji never told me what it was, but the information got him killed.
At the very least, the actual content of this option was not exactly contradictory to the tone of this one, so in any case, let's go ahead and deploy. We're going to have to work our way through the crowds and be able to pull up a little bit of social charm. Not the kind of thing that we do very often, at least in our Mass Effect 1 playthrough, so to speak. Okay, that's a lie.
This ought to be interesting.
That's what I'm going for. This is our stop. After you, Ms. Gunn.
Hold a moment, ma'am. There seems to be an issue with the statue.
Is there a problem? Yeah.
No, Mr. Hock. Just doing a scan.
I don't believe we've met. Donovan Hock.
I've heard a lot about you. Name's Allison Gunn.
and I've heard a lot about you. You've been very busy lately, if the extra net is to be believed.
Sir, the scanners aren't picking anything up.
I don't think our guests would come all the way here from Ilium just to cause trouble. Do you? You may pass through, Miss Gunn. You were invited after all, but I will ask your companion to remain outside. You understand, I hope.
Care to explain why my friend has to stand outside?
I don't like the look of your friend, so she stays outside. Simple as that.
No problem. You're the host.
Enjoy the party.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
Any idea why he'd send you away?
No, we've never seen each other in person, and no one knows what I look like. Just watching his ass, I'm sure. I can't blame him.
What do we do now?
We go on with the plan. You'll just have to do all the talking. I'll stay out of sight and stick with you the best I can. We'll keep radio contact in case something goes wrong. We need to find the door and case the security. We'll figure out the next step then.
So here we are at the party. We can take an opportunity to look around and listen to some of the conversations, but we have our objectives, we have our goals. In fact, let me go ahead and bring up the journal real quick. So we need to locate the door to Donovan Hock's vault, and we already traveled to Bekenstein, so that's been taken care of. Let's go ahead and take a look around carefully.
How did you ever contain that situation on Olive?
Oh, that? A quick application of force, a little pressure, and bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
Trying to see if I can get another line of dialogue here.
Have you tried the wine? I have to say, some of the best I've tasted.
Wish I knew where he gets it from. Trade secret, I suppose.
A few mundane comments, but, you know, I'll take it. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, well. One more time.
That's some news coming out of Freedom's Progress.
I say it's their fault. You colonize way out there in the open, you're asking to be swallowed up by something.
Okay, a little comment on the one of the earliest missions in Mass Effect 2. It's actually where we reunited with Tali very briefly. Okay, no other lines. But that's actually the mission we went on with Miranda and Jacob, one of our first missions proper with Cerberus that came right after we escaped from the Lazarus Station and went to Minuteman Station to have a talk with the Elusive Man.
How did you ever contain that situation on Olive?
Oh, that?
Okay, we already heard that one, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on.
And bam! Done.
Thank goodness. I thought those rabble would dog you for years.
That goes to a security room. We'll probably have to get in there at some point. Let's case the vault and figure out what we have to do.
So we're gonna go ahead and remember this location for a little bit later. And I wonder... Oh, nope, that's the console. Didn't want to use that on accident. Okay then. Well, let's go ahead and head this way then. We have Donovan Hock here. I think we can talk to him a little bit later to get some voice confirmation from him. But for now, I think all he has is like a quick line.
Miss Gunn?
We need to case the vault, Gunn. You can chat up Hawk later.
And this guy be pale as fuck, man. That's some pale ass... You know what? I'm not gonna make fun of him too much for it. I'll say though, he's got some interesting taste in art. Personally, I like these kinds of artworks. Frames are not too big. This one, I think the frames are a little bit too gaudy. But maybe it's because just the size, because technically speaking, they're the same kind of frame. This one's on a smaller scale though. So maybe it's because maybe it's smaller, I can kind of stomach it a little bit more. But yeah. And here we actually have another point we're going to keep in mind. Come back later a little bit later. And here we can get another ambient conversation.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
Funny they have no idea. No idea how central I was to the Archangel situation. It's kind of funny. Okay, well, in order to actually get to the vault, we have to go down here. But I'm seeing if I can get...
Hock throws a hell of a party.
Yes. I'm not too pleased with the caliber of people he's invited, though.
There we go. I wanted to get another line in there. Maybe we can get a couple more? One more? A couple more? Not sure. Let's see how many we can get. And yes, I'm going to be very obsessive about this.
I hear Mr. Hock's vault is exquisite.
Who could know? He never lets anyone near it.
Now this datapad I will eventually read, but not just yet. Gonna save that for the right moment. We are gonna need this datapad though, it's gonna come in handy. You know, now that this line's fired off, we might be able to get another line, with this guy. Or not. Well, folks, you went ahead and just watched me look for ambient dialogue instead of actually doing the loyalty mission.
Say, what's that over there?
Hock's bedroom, I believe.
Wow, who's his architect? This is a very impressive place.
Or a very large one, at least.
So this is actually a route that we can take. Doing so, however, will blow stealth. We'll still be able to join the party, but it's just not something that I feel is...
Good to see you.
Okay. Not something that I feel is in touch with what kind of mission that we're trying to have here. More of a... I want to go with a little bit more of a subtle touch here.
Do the guards seem more attentive than usual?
They'd probably be more attentive to me too if I was wearing that dress.
You.
Okay, well... I'm gonna try and get as many of these lines as I can, because we're not gonna be coming back here. So ideally I don't want to miss anything, you know, as far as like extra content is concerned. I'm gonna milk this DLC for all the content it's worth. I'm gonna do that. And you can't stop me. Come on. Another line? No lines? That it? Okay. What about you? Okay then. Well, I think that's gonna be it for now. Let's go down here. Before we do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and make a save before we interact with the vault. And here we go. Let's go ahead and have a little conversation with Kasumi. Kind of funny that none of the guards decided to come down here and take a look at why we went down this hallway.
Very nice. There's more here than I expected. Password-protected voice lock, kinetic barrier. DNA scanner. Looks like an EX700 series. Everything a vault needs to be impenetrable.
This gonna be a problem?
Please, remember who you're talking to. We'll need to get a voice sample for the voice lock. You'll have to go chat up Hock for that. We'll have to find a password too. DNA, child's play. We should find plenty of DNA samples in Hock's private quarters. And the barrier? Cut the power. Never fails. If we can find it. Keiji could get through a system like this in his sleep. And I'm better. Let's get to it.
You know, I know you got a whole bunch of security systems around this vault, but, you know, Hock, man, you could have like a camera out here with a built-in microphone to listen to everything Kasumi just said, and that would pretty much blow our entire heist. But no, you didn't want to do that. So the DNA scanner, we're going to need to collect some samples from Hock's bedroom. There are two ways in. There's a loud way and there's a more subtle, I guess, quiet way, if you want to call it that.
Don't touch that. Without Hock's DNA, you'll set off every alarm in the building. Hey, no touching. Hey, no touching. We still need the password and a sample of Hock's voice to get past that scanner. Just
want to hear what Kasumi had to say.
Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door. Careful. The barrier's still up. We'll have to shut it down to get to the door.
Okay, well, I just want to see all the different ways Kasumi can say, no, don't do that.
What's your read on that Archangel guy?
I hear he's dead. Or gone, or something. Good riddance, I say.
So, I don't know if you saw this or heard Kasumi's cloak going off, but whenever you leave certain places, or go into certain places, Kasumi will cloak and decloak as necessary. So, here she is visible. Now you see her. Now you don't. Kasumi, I'd like to know how you can keep your cloak going, because every now and then my cloak just has to go for like a few seconds and it goes off. Kasumi's learned some nice tricks for keeping that cloak going, definitely. Well, let's take a look at the connected barrier. This power cable here. This will lead us up to that little fireplace black screen area, right where all the artwork is. Let's go ahead and scan this.
It looks like the barrier's power cable runs under the floor here. I'll set your Omni tool to scan for electromagnetic fields.
Alright, and we can kind of see where the power supply is going. So let's go out of here. Now, we're actually going to go ahead and go around because I know exactly where it leads to. Kasumi, out of the way, please. Thank you. But it leads all the way up here. So, we're going to go ahead and assume that no one's going to see Kasumi doing anything here.
One sec. That should take care of the barrier.
And we're going to pretend like this guy didn't see anything. You know, Kasumi was so subtle that no one even noticed her hacking into this little electronics area. We'll take it. Maybe he was too drunk.
Some say Commander Shepard is still alive. Really?
Oh, please. It's wishful thinking, at best.
Oh, you know how irony? You know love? I love irony, man. Just standing right here. Now, if they didn't know who we really were, it'd probably be the end of our mission, but... let's go ahead and just keep up the facade. Not like we can really call them out anyway. But here we have a security door room which you go into. I'm not...
Did you hear? Santiago took over that refinery on Zorya.
He's such a shrewd businessman. The Blue Suns are lucky to have him.
Now, this particular line refers to Zaid's loyalty mission. We haven't done it yet, so Vito is still in control of that refinery. I'm sure the line will be different if we'd done that mission.
Have you tried the wine? I have to say, some of the best I've tasted.
Wish I knew where he gets it from. Trade secret, I suppose.
I'm actually not sure if that line we heard earlier about Vito Santiago changes or not. I tend to do this one before I do Zaid's loyalty mission, so might be a good time for me to look stuff up and see if anything's changed. If I were to do this kind of like in the reverse order, do Zaid's loyalty mission and then do this one. But, you know, I haven't done that, so, for whatever reason. So, that,
Hock throws a hell of a party.
Yes. I'm not too pleased with the caliber of people he's in.
that's got me wondering, you know? But for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and we are actually gonna do something that's a little bit gung-ho.
Last time I was here was a few years ago. Hock has done really well for himself since then.
And we're gonna go ahead and break into the security room.
Let me unlock that security room door for you. There we go.
And no one suspects a thing.
Ready when you are.
So here Kasumi will join us. We're gonna have to engage in combat.
Get ready.
It can't be.
Let's see if we can go ahead and tag these guards. Now we only have our Predator heavy pistol, but
Take him down!
could have used Kasumi's overload at that point. But we can also use this guard, so
Grabbing cover.
oh crap. Kasumi? I can't control you. So that, blows.
I have an idea. See what you can find.
Okay, you know, I want to go house and that. Okay, cannot talk right now. I want to go on a limb and just say that Hock really needs more security cameras. Just putting that out there. I have that problem too. Some passwords aren't here. Password tonight is Perugia. Not even that easy to remember. So that's the password for the voice scanner.
Got something?
The password is Perugia.
Huh. That's the name of the man who stole the Mona Lisa. Nice. I tapped into their communications. Maybe it'll come in handy. We still need that voice sample from Hock.
Okay. And I think now I'm going to go and do two things. Take care of that voice sample by talking to Hock, and we're also going to get that data pad for Samuels. And we're going to go ahead and walk out, and nobody suspects a thing. No bloodstains, no bruises. You know, we're looking clean as a whistle.
Some say Commander Shepard is still alive. Really?
Oh, please. It's wishful thinking at best.
Okay. I just want to go ahead and get a stream of once over. Got that Krogan television going on. Looks like... I don't want to guess that assault rifle. But anyway, let's move on. I think we need to head out here. I want to say it's an Avenger assault rifle, but at the same time I remember the different brands of assault rifles that we came across in Mass Effect 1, so... just in case you're having to use a different assault rifle from ye old days. Have no idea how old that show is that they're watching. But I believe I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. I don't want my editing program to go crazy on me, so let's make a save, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out here, folks. This is GreatTreeJam. I'm going to wish you guys a happy day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you might be in this universe or the next. Next time, we're going to continue with the rest of this Kasumi's loyalty mission. We have to take care of the voice sample. We talked to Hock up there, and we have a data pad that we can read from Samuel's, which will come in handy for getting into Hock's bedroom. But for the time being, stay safe. Have a good one.